You may have heard of this acronym, TACO, or TACO. Trump always chickens out. As you can imagine, it's an acronym that makes the president pretty angry.
It's called negotiation. Don't ever say what you said.
The term TACO was created by Wall Street analysts, and it has something of a life cycle, starting with a big demand, a maximalist demand. Denmark has to give up all of Greenland.
We need Greenland for national security, so we're going to see what happens.
And then with all the world focused on what seems to be an emerging rift, he keeps pushing.
I may put a tariff on countries if they don't go along with Greenland.
And then a backdown of remarkable proportions.
Does it still include the United States having ownership of Greenland like you've said you wanted?
It's a long-term deal.
To his critics, this was the ultimate example of TACO. The president, of course, has rejected the entire notion, maintaining that at moments he has to use tariffs for bargaining purposes. So did the president's negotiating tactics here work? We don't know exactly what this framework of an agreement that they worked out looks like. But from the elements that we understand now, it seems to give the president something he could have had at any point. In 1951, Denmark and the United States signed a treaty. The treaty gives the United States broad rights to reopen old bases or create new ones for military purposes on Greenland. And there is now discussion that the United States may have sovereignty over some of the territory of those military bases. Another element of a new treaty might prevent China from going in and exploiting rare earths that they could mine on Greenland's territory. But Greenland has made almost no progress toward identifying, much less mining, those resources. And now Denmark has made it clear that under no circumstances will it give up sovereignty over Greenland. Why would this be acceptable to President Trump? The president may have been looking for a way out. As the confrontation escalated early this week, the stock market took a big dive, something the president's always extraordinarily sensitive about. And if he's able to amend that 1951 agreement, maybe get it named after himself, he might declare he got further than any American president has in the past. But there's a long-term cost to it. Alliances are only as good as the trust among their members. Some are beginning to open up new negotiations with China, Canada included.
Canada doesn't live because of the United States.
If this continues over the next 3 years, it's reasonable to expect that we're going to see American allies go their own way.